Hello, Internet, this is Benetori, here to provide my response to I got two copyright claims. My basic response? I feel you, buddy. I know exactly what you're going through. I'm also an animator, and I have had to deal with some ridiculous claims. Your claims seem to be more along the lines of somebody abused the database and a human would have known that. Sadly, I've had to deal with the fair use aspect of your problem. I released 2 videos several months ago. They were part of a series I was trying to make about anime. The idea was that I wanted to make some anime countdowns. Making these videos was insanely time-consuming. First, I took a year to do R&D. I needed to make sure that I had seen enough anime that I could make well-informed lists without ripping other people off. And then, after I had done enough research for around 15 episodes worth of material, I started getting to work actually making the videos. I busted my back making these videos. There were days where I didn't leave my house. There were days where I didn't sleep. I spent over 12 hours a day, whenever I could, just making videos. So a few months ago, I released my first video. You know how many claims it got? 6 claims. And 1 view. A view that I gave it when I was watching the video to make sure the upload didn't glitch. So, needless to say, I panicked. I had no idea what to do. I didn't want to have to go to court, I didn't want to have to get into legal trouble, and after a week of solid panicking, I finally talked to some friends to figure out what I had to do. Basically, I had to fight. Because let's face it, realistically, there was no way a company was going to waste their time on a channel as small as mine. Would Studio Ghibli seriously waste their money on legal fees in order to sue a channel with 20 subscribers? So I started cleaning up the claims. And over the course of a few months, I was able to get all 6 claims removed by fighting them 2 at a time. Each time, my disputes were rejected, and each time, I got a strike. But then after fighting the strikes, the companies would always back down. It felt like a giant game of chicken. The company would be like, "Okay, if you don't let us ban your video, we're gonna give you hell." And I'd be like, "Okay, bring it, I'm gonna keep fighting." And then we'd both rev our engines, slam the gas, and then go hurtling at each other. And they'd be like, "This video is ours." And I'd be like, "Fair use, bitches, I didn't even monetize the video." And then we'd go past strike territory, and I'd be like, "I don't care if this goes to court. Fair use!" And then they'd be like, "We're getting awfully close to that lawsuit territory." And then they'd drop the strike. And I'd be like, "All right, you 5 other companies, bring it!" And then I did that over and over again until finally all of them let go. So, needless to say, after playing chicken with these companies over and over, I was exhausted. But I was still looking forward to uploading my next video. So I went back to being a shut-in and making those videos. So I uploaded my second video. I refreshed my video, and what did I find? 9 claims. And 2 views. 1 view for me previewing my own video, and 1 view from me refreshing the page. And guess what? Most of these claims blocked my video in over 200 countries. Which meant that I was going to have to play chicken with 9 more companies just so my video could be viewed. And that's not even worrying about monetization, this is just about getting my videos seen. And to put this into perspective, these weren't humans making the claims. These were clearly bots. How the hell can 6 different companies all know that my video had copyrighted footage if the video was only viewed once? How could 9 companies know that my video had copyrighted footage if the video was only viewed twice? Did all these companies just have massive slumber parties where they all crowded around a computer to watch my video? And even worse, some of these claims were just flat out ridiculous. Some of the footage claimed contained my own commentary. Hell, there was at least 1 clip where the company claimed footage I animated myself. Alright, so here's an episode where we get to see an ancient library full of ancient media that kids used to read. Yeah, you see that purple-haired character doing the bunny fingers? Apparently, I don't own that, despite the fact that I spent a half hour animating and lip-syncing that myself. So how on earth am I supposed to gain footing on YouTube when my videos can't even be seen? They can be seen now over 5 months after the fact, but how is a small channel like me supposed to gain a fan base? Apparently, I'm not allowed to have a fan base. The problem got so bad that I decided to not even bother continuing the series. Yeah, a year of R&D, several months of labor, and over 15 episodes worth of material. All down the drain. If I try to make this series, I'm gonna have to play chicken over and over again. I'm gonna have to accept my channel getting crippled on a regular basis. So in the end, I just said, fuck it, I'm better off making something else. I can only echo the sentiment of Batgasm. Humans need to be involved in this process. The bots aren't working. On top of allowing stolen revenue, they're also allowing arbitrary censorship. On top of needing humans to check for database abuse, we need humans who can moderate fair use as well. Thank you for listening to me. To my 60 subscribers, I'm sorry that I had to repeat this story again, but I felt it was important to make a video in response to this issue. No YouTuber, big or small, should have their channel hit with half a dozen claims and effective censorship. Nor should any creator have their monetization taken away or taken out of their control, let alone for completely arbitrary reasons. So Google, please, please fix this. We want YouTube to be a safe place for all creators, big and small.